Hello friends, it's Beanie. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that each and every one of you as well. I'm doing fantastic. I will start off this video with a warning that I didn't know I was going to make this video, but I was in the middle of doing something and it occurred to me that maybe I should just film it and then share it in case there is somebody out there in the universe who wasn't aware of this. Also, I am on the precipice of a respiratory flare. So I'm breathing even heavier than I normally breathe. And I have man voice. So I call that man voice when my voice gets a lot deeper and raspier as I'm going through a respiratory flare. So I apologize for that. You know, if you have an auditory sensitivity to like heavy breathing or something, you know, here's your warning. Mama's breathing heavy. I did just do a breathing treatment a little while ago, so hopefully I won't be coughing, and if I do, it won't be like a whole coughing fit. I don't edit these videos. I'm not here to become a content creator in that respect. I'm here just to create content and, you know, hopefully create a community of fellow crafters and new friends and bring some pocket-friendly or wallet-friendly alternatives to the forefront that, you know, listen, social media is very saturated. Someone has probably made videos about this before. I don't use any of the other platforms like, you know, Instagram or TikTok. So if you've seen it before, then just move on. But I'm just sharing it just for sharing it. So I'm working on a care package. I have a doctor's appointment coming up this week, and I talk crafting with pretty much anybody who wants to talk. I talk a lot in general, but I do talk crafting a lot. And when I go to my doctors, I go to quite a few doctors. Normally I'm doing, if I'm not working from an appointment, I'm doing something like embroidery, English paper piecing. I'm doing something crafty at an appointment or while I'm waiting for the doctor to come in. And so that typically will create an opportunity to have a conversation with someone. Long story short, one of my nurses I talk crafting with a lot had mentioned that she wanted to get into English paper piecing, and like she wanted something that she could do while at work, meaning like on her breaks and on her lunch breaks, but she wasn't into I think it's called cross stitching or needlepoint. And I'm like, girl, I feel you, because while I love people who do needlepoint and cross stitch, it just doesn't work with my brain. So that's not for me. So I had mentioned English paper piecing, and she expressed an interest in it. So I thought it would be a nice kind of like a little gift to give her, A, for taking good care of me when I do go to the doctors, and B, because I really love to encourage anyone to try a craft. Even if they don't go anywhere with it, I love to give someone the opportunity. Many times, especially, oh, I apologize, here we go. What's going on? Okay. Many times, especially as adults, we may think we are interested in something, but it may be hard to connect with others. I don't know. Maybe it's not like that for other people. For me, it is. You know, I'm pretty much home 90% of my time, and I only leave the house on sparing occasions. I only go to like the stop at the home decor lobby or the Walmart on occasions. Like when I go to a doctor's appointment is normally when you'll then see me stop at a store. But other than that, I'm not going out for the sake of shopping anymore. Those days for me are done. So now let me get to what I wanted to share as an affordable alternative for those that were not in the know of this. And I'm going to put a little accessory over here. Now, again, this is not the most perfect shot. Don't give me no nonsense about this. Again, if I would have thought about this, I would have done this at my cutting table, but now my cutting table has junk on it. So, okay. So here, behold, my setup. Stop. Don't be annoyed. Okay. There's all kinds of different strokes for different folks. There's all different kinds of people make the world go round, and I'm just one of them. So this is a cookie sheet from the Dollar Tree. And yes, it's got little You know, listen, it's crusty, it's dusty, it is old. I've had it over 6 years, probably longer. And it was purchased when things were still $1. I don't know how much they are now at Dollar Tree. So if you want to try this idea, I mean, I guess it'll be a surprise for you to find out whether or not it's going to be $1.25, $1.50, $1.75. It's hard to tell nowadays with Dollar Tree. When I'm cutting pieces for a project, this is what I put mine on. Let me move this because this is what... I just realized I probably should have articulated better. So I'm putting this product in with the care package that I'm giving to my nurse. And we'll get to it. I'm so sorry. You guys, I suck at this. So when I'm cutting pieces, I put all my pieces together with this product. Now the mass marketed, quilter marketed product is called So Tights. Just Google it. I mean, I could insert a picture of it, but listen, that's going to require effort that I'm just not willing to do. Okay, what is this? This is plastic, 3 rare earth magnets, staggered layout. Top plate metal with a small little piece of foam and 3M adhesive on the back. How I use them and how I'm gifting them to my nurse is for English paper piecing, but I'll show you all of the ways. So here, when I'm cutting pieces, this is, I don't know, like four layers of fabric. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 layers of fabric. They're not coming anywhere. So when I cut multiple pieces of something, I then put them all together and clip them together with these magnets, and then I'll plop them on my cookie tray. Oh, look, and I have it upside down. And see, it doesn't matter. You can do it either way. How I use them for English paper piecing, I use 1.5 inch hexes, and these are perfection for keeping, like, joining the ends together so it's not bulky versus like putting a clip. You know, when you put, well, that's not a good example. Let me get a smaller clip. Like, even if you did a smaller clip and you're trying to hold ends together, see, that's cumbersome, it's in your way. But you use these and it holds the pieces together. It's not going anywhere, and it's like compact. So on the market, if you've been to quilt shows, quilt conventions, quilt retreats, quilt shops, you have probably come across So Tights. They've been on the market, I want to say, about 10 years, maybe a little less. But this product itself has been on the market far longer than that. And they started off in the hospitality industry. So conventions, hospitality meaning like hotels, things like that. These are magnetic name tag holders. So as opposed to having a pin that you pin through your clothes, you would normally take the plastic part that goes on the back side of your clothing against your skin. You take the adhesive off, put your name tag on it, and then that's how you put on your name tag wherever it is that you are. The difference between what I'm showing today and So Tights is nothing. This is the same exact dimensions of the So Tight Basics. I would not be surprised if they come out of the same manufacturer overseas. I do have a few So Tights that someone had gifted me many years ago, but I don't know where they are. I couldn't tell you. Otherwise, I would show you a live example. But the only difference between what I'm showing you today and the So Tights is instead of the 3M, So Tights has another plastic that they put on the metal plate that has their branding on it. So I'm not knocking the hustle. I mean, they saw a product out there. They know that quilters, listen, we are one of the, crafting genres where we can get into very heavy spending of money. We're not shy with that. And they saw an opportunity and they took it. But I don't feel like you need to do that in order to be able to utilize a product like this. I should also say this. Do you need this to be a better crafter or a better quilter? No. No, not at all. You don't need this. This is an optional, okay? I don't personally pin. I've never been a pinner. I'm not going to like discuss my age, but I will tell you, I've been quilting over 25 years and hand sewing much longer than that. And I've never been a pinner. I haven't. I mean, when Clover came out with the plastic pins, that was a godsend for me. These are not Clovers, but those were a godsend, and those were expensive. And then Amazon got the knockoffs, and that was even better. So now you can get like 100 clips for $5. Though I will tell you, the Clovers are made much better. I still have Clover clips. I have Clover clips that I purchased 15 years ago, and they are still perfect. Can't say the same about these junky ones from Amazon. But anyhow, I divert. I'm not a pinner. I also use leather a lot when I'm quilting, canvases, vinyl. These type of, we'll call it clips, are fantastic. You can hold multiple layers. With vinyl and leather, you don't want to pin because it's going to put holes in. You can't. It's not like with cotton where you can wipe it out. So when I make little care packages like the one that I'm doing right now, I'm going to give her like 5 of these. And in the past, what I've done is removed the paper and put a cute little scrap fabric. Oh my goodness, I'm shaking the camera. I'm sorry, guys. I've put scrap fabric, and with that, I will say that I would probably recommend using fray check or pinking the fabric first, because as you manhandle the edges, you can get a few straggly, strays. For some people, it's not going to matter. If it would bother you, that's what you can do. You could pink the fabric first, or put fray check, or turn it under. It's still going to stick. The adhesive on the back of these is fantastic. I have also taken the paper off and stuck washi tape to the sticky back, and that held up great. So you could color code, however you're going to use these. If you're going to use them like how I do to hold, certain cut pieces together, you could, instead of using A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, you could use colors. You can cut out construction paper in different colors and stick it to this. You can do 1,000 different things, or you can do nothing. What I think is fantastic also about this 3M paper. Now, this is a Sharpie. So we all know that Sharpies they're supposed to be permanent. I'm going to give this a second. Let it like dry up, but you can use this as a wipey board. It comes off. See? And I'm not literally using zero pressure. It wipes off. So it's practical, multi-purpose, multi-use. I use these little things for everything. I do some polymer clay crafting, and I've used it for that. Yeah, I mean, it's 1,000 different things. So I just spent 13 minutes rambling, but bottom line is Sew Tights basics. And you can get these also in different sizes on Amazon. This size is 1 3/4 by 1/2 inch. So it's 1 3/4 long by 1/2 inch wide. I got this bag of 24. Okay, there's 24 sets, not 24 pieces, 24 of these for $7.99. On Sew Tight, you get 5 for $24. Let that sink in. See, that's when, retailers or businesses, they just think that people or consumers are suckers. 5, even 5 for $10 is a lot when you're getting 24 for $7.99. And let's say if you say, well, Beanie, I don't have a use for 24. I get it. But do you belong to a quilt guild? Or are you like me and your love language is gifting? Then you can gift these. If you're teaching people how to craft, you can include this. It is a very affordable yet customizable gift that you can share. So anyways, that's my 2 cents. Now let me go back to, excuse me, creating my little packet. And if you guys want to see a video on my hand quilting care package that I put together, I'll do one. And that's it. So thanks so much for watching if you've made it this long. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.